Alright, it's Race Map JE here for another Tales of Berseria part. I think part 9 this is now. As for what we're gonna be doing, just going along with main story.
Eisen told us to come see you. What's all this about a scouting ship?
We're going to explore the outer seas. Oh, let me explain. Beyond the reaches of our kingdom lie vast, open oceans we call the outer seas.
And you're going to explore them? What for?
To make a map of the whole world, of course.
A map of the whole world.
That's right. Ifrit's pirates have many ambitions, one of which is the creation of a complete map describing the whole world. In fact, the Von Eltius already sailed all the way to the far continent for that very reason.
That's amazing.
You guys sure dream big.
I still don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. A map of a bunch of places nobody cares about? Big deal.
Well, regardless, if we're going to find anything in the vast waters, we'll need a lot of luck. We'd like to borrow some of yours.
And just how do you plan on doing that?
I want you to use your gut instincts to tell us where to look. In exchange, the Von Eltia will be at your service, and you can keep anything we find in our explorations. You'll be able to assign us new orders from any location by using a kind of messenger bird called a sylph jay.
Who knows? We might even come across some good treasure. Or maybe some rare food. Or brand new recipes.
That's a lot of treasure you could find.
Doesn't sound bad to me. It won't take much of our time, and besides, it could be interesting.
You're right. Okay, as long as I'm not responsible for how things turn out, I guess I can help.
All right, then I'll tell you what you need to know.
Expedition has been added to the menu. Try opening it now. You can now send your scout ships on voyages to explore the outer seas. You can initiate these expeditions via the dispatch command. Select the dispatch command. Now, next, choose an area to explore. Yeah, I just know.
Scout ship setting sail.
I know I didn't really do much of this when I first played this game.
Take a look at this.
So now we just wait for news.
Who knows what we'll find? A sunken ship full of treasure, maybe?
Underwater ruins? Desert islands?
New shipping lanes, perhaps.
Some fish would be enough for me, especially if they sell well.
My thoughts exactly. Tuna or yellowtail or sturgeon.
And, I'm sorry if my mic is really bad, but I can't really do anything about it, honestly. But hopefully it's good enough. Yeah, I think I need to go to the highway. One of these highways. And that'll be it. I say it might be the other one, not this one, but I'm not sure yet. Someone. Okay, well, let's go there now. I need to use that anyhow. I think about it, I could have probably talked to the cats, but anything really else. I don't think so. Let's get buy some items. They should have some more stuff needed. Or they have max. Well, I guess I don't have max when I can hold 30. Usually in games, these Tales of games, you can only hold 15 of every item. And just, I guess I better not do that. Calcite bracelet. I only need one of these. That one. I need that one. Need that. Of garments, I'll probably just take focus +5. Need that. Need those. I guess I'll take those. Then again, I can go ahead and take 2 things of it. I need a wind ring. Sure. That will look that up. Okay. Probably could have done that, but oh well, it's fun. Okay, let's see here. These 2 are mastered. Let's go ahead and switch to that. Yeah, all those are mastered. These are mastered. Earth ring is not mastered, so leave it. Go with that one. I don't think I really need to change my title right now, because titles usually are good for a while, so I don't really have any worry about having to change them. Well, he don't really use attacks, so I'll give him health. Let's give him that one. You can do amber or natural. Well, natural, since it has 30 health. He still needs to do that one. Amber and Grace, okay, we'll go for Amber first. Go for that. Okay. He still needs those, still needs those. He can change to a new waistcoat. Change to that one. Change Recruit to Calcite. And give Eisen the battle boots, which one I have attack +5, that seems good. Okay. So do this one or this one first. That one's more magic, and that one's more focus, so... That one has less attack, so let's go ahead and do the weaker one first. Okay, seems like that's good there. Okay,
Sir, scouts have reported seeing a powerful demon. Its danger level has been classified as Code Red.
Understood. I'll notify the Abbey we have a Code Red demon in our midst. Send out an emergency alert to the neighboring areas.
Right.
With wild demons this close to the capital, the Abbey must have had its hands full.
Eisen, what did he mean by a Code Red demon?
It's like a most wanted list for demons. From the latest I've heard, there's around 10 such demons across the territories.
Oh, they sound pretty tough.
That would be putting it lightly. Suffice it to say, you wouldn't want to face one unprepared.
Then we'd best be prepared.
Let's get going. While we're wasting time here, the Abbey is digging in.
Alright, yep, so now we can run into really strong demons. That's basically what it's...
You said you heard about Ifrit on the prison island, right?
I heard an exorcist legate named Melchior took him away. I don't know anything beyond that.
Neither do I. What about you, Magilou?
Word is he was taken away about a year ago. Caused quite a stir, if I remember right. Everything about him was kept a tight secret. No one even knew what cell he was in.
Ifrit is an ordinary human, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have the abilities of an exorcist. And he isn't a demon either.
Weird. I mean, if they were just trying to bust up his gang, why capture him but leave the crew free?
If not his gang, what business does the Abbey have with him then?
We've cast our nets wide and can't come up with any explanation. We'll free him, though. His place is on the sea with us.
And you're convinced he's still alive?
They wouldn't have any problems killing a pirate who caused them trouble.
If the Abbey took him alive and for questioning, it means he has something they really want.
But he isn't the type to change his ways or bend his knee on anyone's orders.
He holds his own tiller.
Precisely.
Alright. Oh. Encounters and battles. Yep, basically
Very
just
well.
if you get
Onward to Logris.
Wait, you're coming too?
if you get hit in the back by an enemy, it will trigger a back attack, which puts you in disadvantage. Basically.
Why did you come back to us?
I could tell you all missed me something awful.
We didn't. At all.
And what about your search for this traitor?
He slipped away yet again. I've no clue where he ran off to.
You're a witch. Can't you use a spell or something?
My spellcraft works kind of like a three-legged race. It simply requires my backstabbing, slippery accomplice.
Like a con artist needs an accomplice.
I am not a con artist.
I'm not going to help you find your traitor, you know.
How cold! Such an icy stare could freeze fire!
And you don't have anyone else?
Well, no.
Do you have a home to return to?
Nope.
Do you know a trade other than magic?
Nope.
What is it, Laphicet?
Magilu's story made my chest feel funny. And my nose is runny.
The witch has no friends, no home, and no purpose. I think what you're feeling is pity.
Pity?
It's when you feel sorrow for someone else.
I pity Magilu.
Oh, come on!
She deserves it. But Maggie is one of my favorite characters in this too. So. But yeah, items in this game just respawn at random. Well, you had to exit the area and come back into it for it to respawn, but I like to go ahead and grab a lot of items while going through.
You'll be rust on my blade.
Oh yeah, and whenever enemies get too close together, they can make
Think you can dodge?
yeah, you leave that on into strategy. Let me see which one it is. I can't remember exactly which one. Hey, it's just do not use is what I usually put it on. But if you leave it on, it wants you to be defensive. Balance, sure. Gadget ring. Seems fine. I think I want him to do the fast attacks. Yeah, sure. It's where they miss the cards every time they will spam. It's a good to miss the card better look, scoring it in, and then get the balls in the straight, and then miss the yeah, and then add in a lot of enemies, but
Your style is really unique.
it also adds in the benefit of getting more XP and money and all. So it's useful. But if it's like enemies that are like really strong, it will kill you. So you just gotta be careful on which enemies you do it with. It's like these two, whenever that black circle appears, that's whenever it's doing it dangerous.
I'll cut down anyone in.
Alright, not semi, but manual. Semi makes it to where you're close enough to the enemy.
Victory is ours.
But manual, you can trigger them from wherever you are, so it's a lot easier to attack multiple enemies in manual. But you don't have the you're not guaranteed to hit the enemy, so that's the downfall of that. Well, you gotta go that way. It's this way. Yeah, even though I have played this game, my memory of it isn't too great. Yeah, okay. Let's see what's in this area. Cat's chest. No. Yeah, I won't really collect everything like I said, but just in these early stages of the game, it's easier to try and collect most everything. But as the game moves on, it'll be better just to pass right on by. But yeah. Oh, it's like how you can do that in these games. You can just...
Wow. Those walls. They're so huge.
That's Logris, the capital of the Empire. They keep demons out by enclosing the city within a great wall.
Humanity has achieved great things on the backs of slave Malakim.
Why the surprise, Laphicet? You've been here before, right?
I have. But back then, I was not who I am now.
I see. Tethered Malakim aren't even allowed the freedom to observe their surroundings.
We'll soon lose such freedom ourselves.
Huh?
We've reached the heart of the Empire, and of the Abbey. Soldiers and exorcists are stationed all around. This is no place for a collection of villains like us.
I'm not looking for a place. All I need to find is Artorias. That's it.
Go ahead and go to here. Be best.
An inspection.
They won't inspect everyone. Just act natural.
Your face is all stiff.
I know.
You, in the black coat. Show me your documentation. Well? Your travel permit from the Abbey, where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear a pleasant grin.
Magician?
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as Magilou's Menagerie.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice. Girl, allay the good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to...
Huh? Oh, sorry, mistress. I forgot to prepare.
You pathetic little shirker! A proper performer is perpetually prepared!
It's fine. Doves flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not do. If you cannot summon a dove, then act like one. Act like a dove!
Cool.
Remember, Muggy Lou's Menagerie manufactures mirth. That was just a small sample for the good citizenry of Logris.
Hey, you can't advertise here! Move along!
As you say.
That's always one of my favorite cutscenes.
That was a fine ploy, Magilu.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Coo.
Those doves were amazing.
Just a crude trick. If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
More like it shows how much confidence they have in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile? To think they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance of this scale shows just how much peace their power has brought.
A piece paid for with Loffies.
Velvet?
Let's just talk to them. Let's see here if there's any chest or
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the crown prince.
The crown prince? What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorias and the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorias and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorias' side.
go to the next level of conversation.
The Abbey's job is getting harder and harder. We've all got to give them our full support.
Let's backtrack a bit. Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically, they're just one branch of the church, right? And for a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
Of course not. The High Priest entrusted all his power to the Abbey's leader, Lord Artorias. He's effectively retired.
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire church.
That's not all. The Prince also gave Lord Artorias authority over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Lord Artorias commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Wow, okay, got it. The Abbey's a big deal.
Alright, and, one thing I was gonna mention too is this game is actually a prequel to another of the Tales games. But even though it's a prequel, it's like, they really don't actually have anything to do with each other. Cause it's like, I think like 1,000-year difference or something. But this game is before Tales of Zestiria, the one that came out before it. So, cause they're based in the same world, but like I said, the stories are completely different, and like, there's no real characters that'll reference each other except for one. That'll be way later. So, and yeah, and it's a Malachite, of course. So, also, let me know in the comments if you'd rather, if y'all would rather, me just not listen to all the little sub conversations, because I can just walk past them and not trigger them, but I'll also, can try and edit, well, nah, I'm not doing that, but mainly just let me know if you don't want to see all the sub conversations, because I can skip them. And also, if you think I really should try and not pick up any of the items or anything, I can do that. I can do it kind of like a just main story rush, but it depends on what you guys want me to do on that, so just leave it in the comments. But for now, I'll do the sub stories.
Mommy, when's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah! I'll follow the rules, too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists.
Alright, let's see what next. So, I just forgot didn't see that at all. And it looked like I had some of them, so give them all to Velvet, because Velvet's the only real character I use in this, but that's another thing. If you want me to try and, if y'all want me to try and use different characters, I can try that, but none of them I haven't really ever played before, because I've always just played as Velvet, so.
Listen to those cheers. The royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony started. It'll be impossible to slip in now.
After the opening, 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You can
lost.
climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorius Coldbrand. None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorius' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Inominat, one of the 5 Empyreans, and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him! You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorius' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our Shepherd! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius!
Artorius!
When she got in on it.
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason, and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready, before all of us today. I offer my body and my life, in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
The Shepherd Artorius. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorius.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Ifrid has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
Alright, and my expedition hasn't even returned. Let's get
This right?
Scout ship setting sail.
And I think of this
My
one
stomach
we'll
made a
call
weird noise.
That's
Well,
another sign that you're alive.
anyway.
The Exorcists sure were out in full force to see the Shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
But we'll call it after I grab all this stuff right here. Need it to the same point anyway. But I'm not exactly sure on how close that will be. But yeah, this game is just one big revenge story. That's really all it is. But there's nothing wrong with it, so anything, it's kind of change of pace. Well, we'll talk to you little side story.
Shepherd! Savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness. What an appropriate title for Lord Artorias. I believe in him. As long as we have Shepherd Artorias, we'll make it through this era of disaster.
Shepherd Artorias?
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious and secular power in Midgand. But now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure. He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that, will you still fight him?
Of course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance. No matter what.
Guess we'll call it here. That'll be it for this episode. Not episode, but part. And this game is going to be fairly long, but I don't really like doing too long of videos, so I'll be sticking to about 30 to an hour. Around it anyway. So that'll be it, and adios.